Let's get it.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
You run it for 10 bands,
now
correct?
To kick this one away.
10 bands, letting the viewers know. 10 bands, baby.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. A first down throw for Mayfield. And his first look is incomplete.
Yeah.
James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. That'll bring up second down.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Throwing again, Mayfield on second and 10. He completes it right side to White. 16 yards, a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space and let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Playbook up real quick.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. That didn't happen. Zero account.
Child, get out of here. Child, get out of here. Come on, man. Get out of here.
T.Y. Hilton, 66 yards.
And the Pats have taken
the early lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're firing. That's a big game. Eluding the pressure right.
Come on, man.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on first and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield being chased out left.
Come on!
Incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Yes, sir.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down.
Facts.
Mayfield down.
Let's go!
See there, but it's intercepted. Picked by the Hall of Famer Mel Blount.
Come on, baby, out here. That's all we do.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down the score, they come out.
Hey, I'm gonna need y'all to go like and subscribe too, please.
Click on the score.
They
put their defense in a really tough spot.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10.
I just need 1,000 by September 1st.
Following the interception, Mayfield.
Jerry, right?
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
He ain't ready for this kind of heat. He's not ready for this kind of heat. Come on, man. He ain't ready for this kind of juice.
Inside the 15 before they drop it. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Do it.
Now, they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Anthony Barr able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much short of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points.
Touchdown.
They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
I called it, right, TJ?
On third down, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Jalen Smith. He's the culprit. Causes a loss of 5, and it brings up fourth down. Here's Mayfield. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up. And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. He's going to press box, shake it every time he touches the rock.
And they take it down, losing yardage back at the 27. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports.
Anthony Barr was right there,
on that first down pass play.
Anthony Barr was right there.
Mayfield. Dancing to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit.
Awesome.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Had to pass there. Third and long on your own side of the field.
I want to get able to make sure
that's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for third and short, because when it's third and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to it. Coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. To throw again on second down. Mayfield, flush to his right. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Mayfield to throw it. His throw caught right around the 6. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Golden Tate, too.
23 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Hey, TJ, can you hear the music in the background?
A few yards into the end zone.
On the screen.
And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams, and that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Nearly a disaster there on the check down, but they'll get it back.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row.
You've seen that, right?
With a pick.
Yeah,
he's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw is probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Now he'll let it go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
I did that same shit to Trey last night. Oh, you got amnesia now. Jesus.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports. And they're going to get him.
Man,
they bring him down to sack back at the 16-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
I got no fucking time back there. Watch.
Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Jerry Rice, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front dropping in sync, only way to play good defense.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions.
That's Doritos, nigga.
Oh, you saw that one come. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked by the Hall of Famer Mel Blount.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Decent. 83.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down.
Oh.
And it is incomplete here. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. T.Y. Hilton once again the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
King. Hey, Roy 33.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his man, Hilton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 30 yards. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Jerry Rice. 52 yards. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing
polar bear, but they got polar bears
right
all
now,
white.
they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And you're under a minute to go in the half. The first half hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenge on your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this home. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
He'll have a first down past the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Wow, fat motherfucker.
To his left.
Let's go.
He's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. After the sack on first down, Mayfield. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Is it echoing on the screen?
second half begins with a run from Barkley. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield flushed out right. He made it. Mayfield lost the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk
reward.
I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Anthony Barr. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary.
Well, the pressure gets to him again. Anthony Barr, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Over the middle, complete. It's Holt. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back.
Careful.
They begin with a run by Barkley. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now on 2nd and 13, Mayfield.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
22 yards there, a 1st down. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Mayfield buying time to his left. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a time.
And they got 3 picks by himself.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
A throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
But you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Jerry Rice, open right side. And now look at this. Big gain, the fumble.
Yes.
All the way in. Touchdown, New England. Greg Olsen, 51 yards. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter. Everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, for those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
That's over.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Berkeley. Chandler Jones, a former All-Pro, in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Mayfield looks to throw. Ebron caught left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do in this game.
Mayfield lost the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Game's over.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. It's complete. James White. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Whoosh. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 34. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 5-yard touchdown. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Patriots.
Shaking out of hand on this side, bro.
See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Here's a give to Barkley. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about it.
His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
I finally got my first victory on my stream.
to it after the pick six. Mayfield escaping the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for him.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. 12 yards there and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. Throwing, Mayfield, eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've
seen, my goodness, another interception. Picked by the Hall of Famer Mel Blount. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end.
Oh, that man out of here. That man out of here. I need my first 10 though.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Hey, I'm so confident right now on this live stream. We can play 10 for 20.
With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways.